I will be telling you guys about the Art Institute of Chicago. The Art Institute of Chicago is located in the downtown Chicago area. It was funded in 1879. I chose this museum because I've been there before and it's a beautiful museum. It's very large, has a huge collection. This museum focuses on, their mission statement is focused on equity, and they like to focus and cure their collections to confront racial biases and inequities. I believe that's very unique, that I haven't seen very much from other museums. They also like to recognize the native land that they're on. They acknowledge the difficulties that Native Americans have lived in the United States and like to pay homage to that. Some of their highlights of the museum are their huge interactive exhibitions, just like this one, the St. Jude's Waterfall for Chicago, and the Capital Ruttenberg Contemporary Photography Series. I love that they're all very interactive with their public. You can also see here in their website shows events that you can attend and go to if you're ever there. Lots of videos and different in-depth information about artworks and artists. Some of their highlights are Japanese art. I do believe they have a lot of woodcut Japanese artwork prints, and they also have a lot of Japanese ceramic artworks. Another one of their highlights is the ancient Greek art. I have seen a lot of their sculptures is packed with ancient Greek art. There's so many different busts, I believe is the pronunciation, and different Greek god sculptures. They also have a lot of surrealistic art, which I believe is very interesting, that they focus on these three different types of works that are so different. Some of their artists are George O'Keeffe, René Magritte, Gordon Parks, and Maria Elena da Silva. I like how they highlight each some of their artists and how you can click on each artist and learn more about them and their work. So you can see the date of birth, their information about their work and their life. And if you scroll down, you can see all the different artworks of the artist in their collection. They also have a lot of really good images of their exhibitions and the collection. Especially, I believe that this is something that they really have focused on, and how you can really zoom into each artwork very closely. Like you can see with very clear detail, every single paint stroke on this painting, and that happens for a lot of the paintings. If you scroll down, you can see if the artwork is on display or not, and here it would say where it is, if it is on display, information about the artist and the artwork. And here it will show you the educational resources, and this will take me to start talking to you guys about the educational resources tab, which I have it right here. So for educators, there's many different resources. Let me start with, there's an intro video of the whole website, and all of the resources that they have that you can look at, which it shows this page, and it tells you resources that are available to students to go there, but also they have adapted their resources after COVID to be online and curated all of their lesson plans, educator packets to be able to be done at home just using the museum website. So for tools for my teaching over here on the left, click there. It will take you to a different page, and there is different resources. One of them is the educator resource packets and lesson plans. They're designed to support formal learning with thematic curricula, student activities, tips, and tutorials. Inside these packages, you can find a lot about the artist and artwork, definitions, activities, and they're more about big ideas and how you can incorporate it into your different units based on an artist or different type of artwork or different type of time period. So they also have Ask an Educator. This is more like personalized help with remote or in-class teaching. You can get to talk to educators and curators of the museum, which I find very helpful. Art and history is part of their resources for students, as more like based on their, this is more based on an artwork and how you can relate it to history and teach history to students through art. They also have very many videos. They also have a YouTube channel about different artworks and artists that you can look at to have a more deepened understanding of many different aspects of art. They also have activities for students, which are more student activities, are like exercise that are themed using the museum collections. They have essays, they have questions. They're based on the standards of Chicago. They also have cross-curricular activities. They have gallery suggestions and word banks. I see a lot of cross-curricular science and different language arts, cross-curricular. They also have a very interesting little resource that they talk about on the video that I would like to mention. They have a Journey Maker that it's a personalized museum tour that students can create using the museum website that will later create their art journey, and they can pick artworks and artists for this museum tour pamphlet that they can later print out and do many different activities with. I suggest you look at this video and it will tell you how to do it, and you can do it from anywhere. It's for remote learning, and there's just a lot that can be learned from this Art Institute of Chicago Museum. And yeah, they just have a lot of resources. I love it.